Hello, guys. Good to be back once again. It's me, Theodor, from Romania, from Flames of War ETC team. I'm trying to do these live streamings, which started last night with a small broadcast I did regarding list building. Some of you guys actually watched it and sent me some good inputs, and you told me to go ahead and do this as often as I can. And here I am trying it again, and hopefully it will be something that will go on steady. And for tonight, I also have a good friend of mine who's like eagerly here waiting to get into the live streaming business, let's say. Hello, Lud.
Hi, Theodor.
Hello. Lud is with us from Finland. He's a member of the Finnish ETC team,
Well, I think technically the Austrian team for now.
the Austrian team for now. Okay,
Yeah.
so I guess you guys are still building up the Finnish team.
Yeah, you could say so.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm very happy to have you here with us. Uh, Blood actually is a very active member in online and also in real life, and he comes to a lot of tournaments, a lot of international tournaments, and I see him everywhere I go, mostly. We're planning to meet each other also this year in what's left of it, and maybe we'll get to play each other as soon as possible. Tell me, Lud, how is it with Flames of War here, there in Finland? You guys play tabletop? You guys play anything
Yeah.
else?
Well, wow. There's at least in the Helsinki region, you've got pretty much all the games you can imagine available, and I know that further up north you have a relatively active Flames of War community,
Okay.
and
How is
yeah,
it?
there's but
How
yeah.
is it with the quarantine there? When with everything, you guys manage it? You guys still able to play any games?
No, we haven't. As far as I know, nobody's been able to play a decent face-to-face game
Okay.
it's been a while.
I understand. So I see we already have 6 people watching us. Saying hello to everyone. Lud will be able to read your questions, but with a small delay. Maybe just watching the stream, or I will just ask. I will tell him any of the questions you have. Lud, because this is the first time we're trying this, and we're noobs to this, but we're trying at least. We're trying to get the hobby
Yeah,
going with these live streams, and maybe uh, get the community together as we never had before now, because Battlefront just started doing live streaming on Twitch. We're doing live streaming on YouTube. Maybe we'll try to go on Twitch as well soon, or just do the both platforms. Um, I'm just happy we can chat and we can discuss about different things. So last night I did some list building video, and I know if you've watched some of it. I don't know if you managed to finish the entire video, if you managed to get any insights. But it's like we'll try to do mostly the same thing. For me, I felt that from last night, it's like we were missing something from the US book, let's say. I mean, I know you play mostly German lists, right?
well, for the last year, I've mostly actually played the American veteran Sherman company.
Oh, okay.
But hold on. Actually, yeah, I played a German list in my first ETC, and hold on, that was 2017,
Okay.
I guess. Yeah, 2017. But I'm actually looking at going back to a German list at some point here. Not sure. I was supposed to play the American Assault Company at this year's ETC, but since it got postponed, I'm not sure what it's going to be next year. In a way, I would like to continue with that, but we'll have to see where the game goes during the next 12 months.
Yeah, we can't know. It's going up and down, and it's like nobody can tell what will happen. For me, for example, it's been like okay, here in Romania, we might have an end of the quarantine period on the 15th of May, but we don't know what we are going to do after that. If we can go to the club, if we can organize tournaments in August or something like that, because they're still like preventing people from getting together, and that will be like, you know, having a bunch of people in a closed rooms, closed place. That will
Mm.
probably not be possible. I just hope they will open the club. I mean, in this 2 months, I managed to build a home table. I managed to play myself pretty
Who
off,
won?
pretty often, yeah. And I've tested some lists. I tested some variants, but it's never like having your teammate opponent
Yeah.
having Fabi yelling at me and accusing me of stealing and cheating. I'm very friendly to myself, and I allow myself to make a lot of mistakes and to do crazy stuff. So basically, um, yeah, we shall see how that goes. Okay, so let me try and get our list
Oh,
building.
I see Søren and Christian. Søren is from Iceland, and Christian, well, Theodor, I think you've met Christian a few times
Yeah, yeah,
in the
yeah.
tournaments.
How should I join the stream? Yeah, well, Christian, we're currently on Skype, so basically, I will use this method, and I know Skype suddenly allows like 8 people to get together, but you just have to allow me some time to get the hardware going. For today, I managed to install a better camera, but I still have some interlacing problems, so we'll keep it at a friendly pace and see how it goes. Thank you, Soren. Um, okay, let's see. So we can say that both of us have some experience of some sort in building US lists, and I think we've met each other in Belgium last
Yeah,
year.
the last tournament was Belgium, yes.
What list did you have there?
I had the Sherman veterans,
Sherman
the
veterans.
veteran Shermans, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Uh,
how was it?
with the French cards. It was it's an okay attacking list. However, if I can defend too, but if the opponent has a, let's say, a so-called 2 point attack, then it starts getting difficult because the Shermans are pretty soft, and I've only got one platoon of the 76s, so if I end up fighting against Churchills, I'm pretty screwed.
Which is the current meta,
Yeah,
and with the
yeah,
new with the new British book, it will like stay stay like that.
yeah.
I was like very disappointed they didn't put um, the Achilles or the Firefly like a core platoon, so maybe we can like borrow it and get it as a support. But hey, you know how it goes. I mean,
Yep.
for the time being, I'm like justified to buy myself some British miniatures, expand my collection, build new armies, and that's how it goes. I'm very happy that I started receiving my orders from Battlefront, because this was a situation also. I had an order with like a month and a half back order. The guys at Battlefront offered me some really good support. I wrote to them. I talked to them on Twitch. Actually, I aggressed them there. I was like very low. Come on, guys. Uh, where is my order and what's going on? And they said, okay, we're like gonna send it. It's already sent, but you have to be patient and you have to like wait for it. And I was like, well, with that free shipment they have right now, I was like, okay, it's free, but okay, free, but you should have it at some point. Maybe I'm like,
Yeah.
I've paid 19 euros, 90 euros for a package, and I'm like waiting for it, and I can pay 10 more euros to have it for sure.
Yeah.
But they're starting to arrive. I received two of them today, two of them that left in like um, in 2 different weeks. So I'm pretty confident with the deliveries they have, and I think they have a very good promotion now. What do you think about it? How do you find the
Oh yeah,
free shipment?
the daily deals. I've been pretty good, so to speak, with them. I only bought the Merkavas
Yeah.
for a future Team Yankee project, but otherwise I haven't ordered anything from there uh, at this moment. I did, however, I haven't been without buying Flames of War miniatures. I just actually today I got my next one of my next armies, the Finnish summer troops, the
Yep.
core in. Then just before the quarantine started, I got super excited about the old Flames of War Vietnam.
Okay.
So I've been painting quite a lot of them. We're planning on this let's semi-narrative campaign at our club as soon as the quarantine ends. We're planning on building a fire base, uh, like table slash terrain piece
Mm-hmm.
to use as off-map artillery, but also as a playable piece fire base to kind of end the campaign with this massive NVA and Viet Cong attack on the U.S. fire base.
Nice, nice. You guys are like doing all the crazy things there, and I know you guys have like you for sure. I don't know the rest of the guys, but you for sure have like really high skills in building terrain and building the bases, and you
Thanks.
won pretty much everything from the last period in all those painting contests and all those things. I'm still like trying with the painting. I've seen your desk today. You've sent me a picture with it. I will not put it publicly, but hell, it looks like it's worked on. I mean, you usually see paint stands and all those things like clean and neat and everything is in order, but yours, my friend, is like whoa.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
worked.
how would I it's a personal battleground,
Yeah.
so to speak. Yeah, it's quite a mess for now. There's all let's say for the last 2 years there's been more and more additions to it with different tools, Dremels, airbrushes, whatnot. And right now the shared computer table and painting desk isn't working. But I'll still have to wait for about 6 months. We're gonna move to a new apartment,
Oh, that's
which we
nice.
just bought ourselves, and I will have finally have my um, office, so to speak,
Your office.
my office I'll be able to have a separate painting table.
Oh, nice, 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 nice. That's really nice. I'm still like working on my desk at the office, so I have my
Yeah,
I have my spray can here, ready to spray my Churchills. So, yeah, this is how it goes for me. As simple as you can. I mean, I just do maybe, yeah, maybe we can do one stream discussing about painting techniques, because for
yeah,
me painting is like
sure.
I have on my channel some videos about the way I paint and these kind of things, but yeah, it's pretty rudimentary and it's like starter or basic things. If you guys would like to see something well done, you should definitely we check out what Lud is doing, and the details he's putting into his paintings is really nice. If you want speed up, if you want things done like masses, mass production, mass painting, you can watch what I'm doing. I'm just using like airbrush sprays and all that, and on top of that I just put the wash and weathering and decals, and that's it for my painting. I'm not doing like shadows or outlines or all those kind of crazy things you're doing. And
Yeah, I should probably have a disclaimer saying that a a a stand of Flames of War miniatures might take almost a week.
yeah,
Will depending on the workload and so on. Right? Actually, the quarantine sped up the painting process. I've got a ton of the Vietnam stuff done. Then I got hooked on the dark dark millenniums, uh,
okay.
space marines. So I've got after a 20-year break with those guys, I've got something coming up. But yeah, I've painted a ton. Okay, people are sending me messages on Facebook about the stream.
Yes.
Guys, please join the chat in the YouTube stream. That way, it's a lot easier for me to
Okay.
answer your questions.
You're having this
Uh,
distributed on Facebook, I guess, the stream.
no, no, no. I'm not. I sent the link to a few people, but people are sending me personal questions.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
oh yeah,
Uh,
Auntie's saying that it's completely normal to have your
yeah.
computer table split with your painting desk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but to it, it it's completely normal. But when you've got way too much stuff going on, then you need your dedicated space.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, so let's try to get into the list building.
Yep.
Yesterday, I talked about the 29th Crocodile, and that was like the new thing that came out with the British book, the D-Day British book, and I think it's a good addition to the American arsenal, and at least for the infantry. Um, I will go together with you over another infantry list, let's say, let's call it. I would say it's a more of a maneuver list, and that's about veteran armored rifle company.
Hmm.
What do you say, veteran or regular guys for armor rifle?
Uh, Definitely veterans. The three hits on threes is
It's
too
lethal.
dangerous.
Yeah, it's lethal
Yeah,
for the.
it's I mean you if you manage to get into really good cover and don't shoot at all and so on, it's only on a five. So yeah, I would not go with the regulars.
Yeah, it's incredible with the amount of bombardments they people have right now, and
Yeah,
mostly everybody's like running tanks, and they just mop you up with machine guns at a point
yeah.
or direct fire. So I will just propose, let's say, a regular veteran list. I will always take an M3 half truck. For this, I'll just put. What do you say? A full team or
A full team.
reduce a full team,
Uh,
full platoon?
yeah, yeah. Full. I would go. I always start building them with the full platoons. Then if I need to tweak the points to get some additional goodies, I might go smaller.
Okay.
But the great advantage with the armored rifles is the size.
Yes, I agree with you, but the biggest disadvantage is that the fact that they have five bazookas. And
Well,
I want your opinion on that. My opinion is that bazooka in version 4 and with the current meta is like totally broken. You can't do much with it. I don't know. What do you say about it? What do you think?
well, uh, I guess it depends on the situation because actually in Belgium where we both were playing,
Yes.
I destroyed a platoon of tigers assaulting my infantry
All
in
right.
in one go.
All right.
and that yeah, that was kind of a I didn't expect it to happen, but it's if you need your guys to hold a position,
Yeah,
you need something to be able to shoot back, so to speak. And the only way I got them was with the bazookas bailing the tigers,
yeah.
and when the attacker had to break off, I just kind of s-
You just won
hit
it.
the
Yeah,
tigers from
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
foxholes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but
So.
you see what happened to me? I played mostly against Churchill lists. And what
Mm.
happened there was like he was always passing his counterattack. My bazookas were not hitting on the 5 plus, and then they were getting obliterated on the 4 plus from the opponent. So basically, I was like, my bazookas are useless. I mean,
Mm. Okay.
I've tried in three different games. One was against Thomas, uh, our good friend from Germany, who to whom I lost because yeah, I don't know, bad gameplay for me in the end because things didn't turn up as I expected them to do, and my bazookas in the woods failed to like bail out or kill or do something with two Churchills. And
Mm.
he had two Churchills there. He like obliterated the entire the entire platoon with two Churchills. And I also had the commander because otherwise my guys would have like backed up really sooner. But I would just I had my guys there, kept going wave after wave, not hitting on the 5 plus. He was coming back with the Churchills, killing two teams, two teams, two teams, two teams, and like
Mm.
3 turns. I was like done. That's done.
Yeah.
It's only so much you can get into assaults, but still, they are. I think the veteran armor rifle company. It's actually one of the few lists that the Americans could bring to a competitive tournament, to a competitive gameplay. Let's say in the current meta, I will take the mortar anytime, any day.
Oh
Although
yeah, it's
if it's
even
trained,
if it's like a small one, if I mean with an almost free mortar, you pin infantry, you can get your small smokes.
yeah,
It's really good.
yeah. Uh, you've noticed that the 55 millimeter anti-tank platoon on forces, it's actually a bit bugged because it's only 4 points, and they shouldn't be 4 points.
Okay,
I mean,
hold on. I need to open it myself as the stream on YouTube comes a bit late.
with a bit of delay, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll try to build my the same list with you as we
So
go. Makes discussions a lot easier.
yes. So basically, what I'm showing right now is the Rifle Veteran Company. Yeah? There in the 55 anti-tank platoon is 6 point costs. If you take a look on the card, actually on the unit cards that Battlefront
Hmm.
has, also the three unit platoon has the same cost, 6 points. But on forces, it's 4 points. We'll have to be careful about
Hmm.
that when checking up armies and
Oh,
when building armies. Yeah.
that's a good point. That's a good point. Oh,
So
by the way, we have Halako saying that the Panzerschrecks are now like bazookas. I don't know. I haven't actually had a game in V4 with the Germans
well,
using Panzerschrecks yet. So.
Panzerschrecks are actually more powerful than bazookas because okay, they are a small team, but usually they hit on 4 plus, which compared to 5 plus, it's huge.
Mm.
It's huge. I mean, okay, it's not like the Panzerfaust, which is totally overpowered because they hit on 3 plus no matter what. You can take it on any base in the platoon. It's a
Yeah.
must for every German list. Uh,
Oh
when
yeah.
when we will get to building the German list, we will discuss about that. And I think for every infantry you take as a German player, you need to take the Panzerfaust. I mean, maybe there you can take, for example, the beach defense, which has a lesser to hit rate, let's say, or a greater to hit rate.
Mm.
But actually, it's a lesser hit to hit rate, but it's very powerful because they hit on their skill, which you can take with the seventh. It's a card, seventh Army or seventh Battalion, Assault Battalion. You can take it to 3+, and hitting with 3 points. Platoon with you have 6 Panzerfaust or 6 Panzerfaust possibilities. It's overpowered.
Mm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we'll take this. I will take these 6 points, two half tracks, two guns, but actually they will be the three units, three standalone cannons. This is
Okay. So the 57s?
Yeah, the 57s.
Yeah.
I'm taking the slot with the two guns, two half tracks, just to have the 6 points for
Okay.
our
Yeah.
total.
Yep.
I will not take Scots for the moment, although Scots are a pretty nice option. But I say let's keep it safe. Let's see if we can still have points, and maybe we can spend these points somewhere else. I would
Yeah.
definitely take a priest artillery battery,
Mm.
which is like a
Yeah.
must.
Well, what's actually your opinion? Would the 105s or the priests?
Priests any day,
So
because
you want to pay the extra for the mobility?
uh, you don't pay the extra. You actually pay less. Or yeah, if you think in matter of like, okay, you have for example, you say that if you have 2.5 points for a gun, right?
Mm.
And for a priest, it's almost 3 points, so it's 275 or something like that, right?
Mm.
But I'm saying that these guys are hit on 3+, the artillery. So basically, any mortar from like Russians or uh, British lists, they'll like totally knock you out. I
Yeah.
mean, at least with the priests, you are like a bit safe. And
Mm.
also, when you get like infantry coming into your base, you can like mow them down with your machine gun,
Mm. True.
and that's pretty much working for me. Um, Always take the 76 M4 Sherman 76s.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Because the okay, if you attack a German infantry list, the normal like the usual Shermans are okay, but otherwise you absolutely need the 76s.
And then I would go for M10 tank destroyers, and I will have this as
Mhm.
my ambush
Yeah,
platoon.
the M10s.
The M10s, yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, okay, they are pretty much two-turn unit, two-turn platoon, because you pop them, you shoot with them, and then maybe the next turn you can you can shoot with two more
yeah,
back because
yeah.
usually
Maybe.
usually they die pretty fast. Although we can put some desert veteran card on it, and I like to do that on my M10s to get the shoot and scoot, the 3-up shoot and scoot.
Mm.
So at least maybe they have a chance to get back or to go behind cover and maybe stay alive for one more turn. But usually they die after that. So they come
Yeah.
out, they shoot. They don't actually kill everything because
Well, let's see. I'll
because
put in the card. Do you remember the name for it?
it was desert veterans.
There we go. So I'm now at 97 points.
Yes, and at this
So,
point I will like take. Um, I would take. Um, so I got the M10s. I got the M4 Sherman's veteran. I got the priest. I got the mortar and everything there. Now, what we can do, we can take a recon, maybe, or build up something
I
more
I
on the
would go I
coordinates.
would go for the recon because the all the well okay, I'm at 98 points, so we would have to take something off. The recon is at 3 points minimum.
What did you do to get to the? Oh yeah, you took the desert veteran card.
Yeah.
But is it? It's just 1 point. Why do you have it on with 2 point?
It's no, it's one I it's 1 point for the card
Yes,
per card, and you only take it for the M10s.
yes. I'm nine.
There's
I'm
one card.
97 points. So this is why I'm asking you. There's something there.
Hold on. I wonder if we have something different then. You've got 576s.
No, four
Uh,
76s, veteran 76s. You probably have
okay, there
five
we go.
normal.
Yeah, there was the mistake.
Yeah, I mean, if we have them veterans, let's skip them veterans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah. Now we're good. Now we're good.
so this is a pretty nice and decent setup, I think. It's a good. It's a.
Yeah.
How do you see this list performing against Churchills? D-Day Churchills, or maybe
D-Day Churchills.
yeah.
You mean the late ones with the front armor 11?
Let's say just nine. Let's not go into the 11 thing.
Just nine.
Yes,
Okay.
because
Um.
people taking the 11 upgrade will like really miss on other units that are very useful to British players. So let's keep it to the nine ones. So
Mm,
front armor 9. What do you think your chances will be? I mean, for me, I will keep in reserves one armor rifle platoon and Shermans, and
okay. Yeah.
the rest will be on
Uh.
the table.
Well. Well. Supposing you get enough of the Churchills killed when you pop your ambush of M10s, because that's what they're for. There's I see no real use otherwise. You have to have them against the M10 the
The Churchills,
Churchills,
yeah.
the M10s. But if those shots go bad, then you're screwed.
Yeah, usually I've seen that.
Un Unless you, I mean, the hold on, I need to refresh my memory on the AT of the priests. Let's
It's
see.
9.
Yeah, so no, okay, yeah, no chance.
We can do the M12 version. I like to call it the beef up
Oh yeah, the one
version.
you used in Belgium.
Yes, and actually it worked against Russian Churchills. I like obliterated the poor guy, even if he had like more um, more Churchills than the British player. Hitting them on 3 plus was like I was just blitzing my M12s and shooting. I was getting 3 out of the 4 hits I needed. It was an auto kill, and I was like, "Hello."
Yeah, but
Yeah, so it was very
we would hold on. The priests were 8 points. It would be so cool to get the four M12s in.
well.
What would you then give away?
Well, it's that simple. You just reduce one veteran.
One of the platoons. Yeah.
Yeah, you reduce one of the veterans. You keep them like on the 15 points, and then instead of the priests, you can take the M12s, and then maybe you have like this strange uh, choosing or this option thing. Get the M12s in ambush and hope for the blitz to go out to come out successful. And
Mm.
then Churchills, of course, will like fear you. And having only 3 in a platoon, okay, you have at least a chance to kill one of them when you pop the ambush.
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah, that's about it.
Um,
Because of course a British player that knows that you have M12s in ambush will surely keep his Churchills in concealment, and
yeah.
it's like then it will be fives to hit at least. So yeah, um, I like this. I like this. I like it how it looks. I um, I did something else, and I'll show you to you.
Okay.
So this is one of the lists I've built, and I liked it. I've tested. It came out successful against German Grey Wolf lists. You know, the Panzer Grenadiers
Yep.
downgraded, and it was pretty powerful, and it did the job, and I was pleased with it. I then thought about it and said, okay, maybe we can like do something about getting some AT-14. So I went for a Sherman armored troop. I got it with a Firefly. It's a small
Mm.
group. But what happened then? It was that I downgraded, of course, both of the infantries. So I had two small infantries, and then instead of the M12s, I had the priest. I had absolutely no recon, and I agree that reconnaissance is quite important, and to have it here, it will help you a lot with it. And then let me see what else happened. So not this. I went with two Scots instead of the 55 anti-tank. I chose
Mm.
I chose the two Scots, and now what you have is a pretty mobile thing, where if it's not deep reserves, you can have in reserves one of the infantry, one of the veteran 76s, so the Shermans,
Yep.
and the Scots. That's pretty much more. You can either get the Scots or the 81, the mortar in reserves, and then you have on the table the M10s. You have the Shermans to hold an objective, because
Mm.
I think veteran Shermans with the Firefly will be pretty hard to punch out. I'm hearing some
There's
interference.
some weird disturbance noise. Do you have it?
Yes,
Okay.
let me check it out and see where is it from. I think it's from you.
From me?
Yeah.
Hold on.
No,
Yeah. What?
it's
Do we
from.
have it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's from me.
Okay.
And there's also something like a clock ticking in the background.
Oh, I don't have that. I've only got this even buzz sound. Oh yeah, now I got the ticking too. Sorry guys, some technical difficulties.
Yep.
We're good? Yeah.
It stopped. What did you do?
Oh no, it's back on.
You did something and it stopped for a second.
Now I lost your sound.
Up. It stopped.
Okay. I'm having a hard time hearing you. This is weird.
Do you have it now? Yeah.
Now I can hear you.
You on mute by any chance? I'm not hearing you at all. No sound from you, Theodore. Nope.
Now I have your sound back.